Netflix is always adding to its library of content. Some turn out to be great, and others are just downright terrible. So we decided to save you the trouble of wasting hours of your life on bad movies. So here are the 10 worst Netflix movies. First up at number 10 is A Fall from Grace. A Fall from Grace is a Netflix original movie from Tyler Perry. Disheartened since her ex-husband's affair, Grace Waters feels restored by a new romance. But when secrets erode her short-lived joy, Grace's vulnerable side turns violent. This movie was shot in only 5 days, which sounds crazy in itself. The movie attempts to present a web of conspiracies and tries to hook its audience into solving the mysteries, but it just seems to fall flat. With many critics having little good things to say about the film, it's easy to see why it didn't impress audiences. At number 9 is Sextuplets. The comedy Sextuplets tells the story of Alan, an expectant father who grew up believing he was an only child. While searching for his birth mother, Alan comes face to face with a brother he never knew existed, Russell, who helps him uncover their secret status as sextuplets. Soon they begin a spontaneous road trip to track down their additional siblings, but not before Alan wonders whether exploring his roots was a huge mistake. Marlon Wayans is an actor who is known for his comedy acting. He portrays several of the film's characters. However, many critics did not find this film comedic at all, just comedically bad. Some have even said it was just a flat-out waste of time. Coming in at number 8 on our list is The Open House. The Open House is a lowly rated horror movie that follows a mother and her son moving into a house to take care of it until it sells. However, at every open house, something seems to happen. The two try to figure out what's happening at night after each public showing. According to a lot of viewers, this movie starts out well, a decent enough story to get you to watch, and the acting is fairly good. However, when you get to the parts where things need to be revealed, you are just left in the dark. Seriously, there is no connection to anything, and the dark presence of the film is just downright disappointing. Just watch something else. Next up at number 7 on our list is The DoOver. Max and Charlie, who are old school friends that reunite at their 25th high school reunion and are tired of their mundane lives, they decide to wipe the slate clean for a do-over. After faking their deaths and assuming new identities, could their lives be better the second time around? Doesn't seem like a bad plot, right? And it stars some comedy legends like Adam Sandler and David Spade, so you think it could be a funny film. Well, prepare to be disappointed. The reviews from the casual viewer are mixed. I mean, everyone is entitled to their own opinion on what is funny to them, right? But critics found this movie to be one lame joke after another. We'll let you decide to watch this one at your own risk. At number 6 on our list is The Last Thing He Wanted. A veteran DC journalist loses the thread of her own narrative when a guilt-propelled errand for her father thrusts her from byline to unwitting subject in the very story she's trying to break. Again, another movie you look at with huge stars in it, like Anne Hathaway and Ben Affleck, and think there's no way that this movie could be that bad. However, critics have noted that the film is simply confusing and frustrating, mainly stemming from the fact that the plot is very hard to get a grip on and doesn't have much context to give you from the start. Just skip this one. Now before we get into the top 5 of our list, be sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon to enable notifications so you never miss out on one of our videos. And think about joining us as one of our preferred members, which comes with exclusive perks and input on our next video topics. The link to join is down in the description below. Coming in at number 5 on our list is Naked. If you think it's hard to have a 0 on Rotten Tomatoes, just remember that there are 4 more entries still on our list. Naked follows Rob Anderson, who is all set to marry the girl of his dreams, but can't quite get to the altar. He finds himself caught in a time loop, waking up naked in a hotel elevator over and over again. Naked attempts the typical Groundhog Day plot that sees a character relive a particular moment in their life over and over until they're able to solve whatever is holding them in the time loop. No critics found this film to be funny or any sense of the word, and many casual viewers urge others to not even waste their time on it. At number 4, we have The Last Days of American Crime. In the not-too-distant future, as final response to terrorism and crime, the US government plans to broadcast a signal making it impossible for anyone to knowingly commit unlawful acts. This Netflix action film falls completely flat, and has a 0% rating on Rotten Tomatoes for a reason. Instead of focusing on the action and attempting to be creative with fight choreography, it just goes through the motions. The real crime of this movie is its absurdly long runtime of 2 hours and 30 minutes. That's tough to get through for most movies, let alone a bad one like this. There's plenty of other action movies on Netflix for you to enjoy. Coming in at number 3 on our list is The Ridiculous Six. I'm gonna save you the time and not even explain the plot of this movie. This was considered one of the worst movies on Netflix at its release, and that title still holds years later. But again, a totally star-studded movie with the likes of Adam Sandler, Rob Schneider, Luke Wilson, David Spade, Steve Buscemi, Danny Trejo, and even Blake Shelton. All this talent also means that the film is among Netflix's most expensive original movies, according to the production budget. Seems like all the money was spent on talent instead of good writing. Alas, The Ridiculous Six will continue to live in infamy as not only one of Adam Sandler's worst produced films, but Netflix's as well. It has been named among the worst Netflix original films since the service has launched. At number 2 on our list is The True Memoirs of an International Assassin. Adam Sandler isn't the only comedian to come and try and find a home with Netflix. The True Memoirs of an International Assassin seem to be the perfect Netflix vehicle for comedian Kevin James. He plays a mild-mannered author who is mistaken for an assassin after his novel about a hired killer is published as a true story. He is soon kidnapped and taken out of the country to help with an assassination plot. In the end, though, critics have said that this movie is neither funny nor interesting, even harshly saying that if Netflix wants to be a true player in original movies, they need to not make ones like this. And finally, at the number 1 spot as the worst Netflix movie is Father of the Year. Produced by Adam Sandler's Happy Madison Productions, Father of the Year is a story of when two buddies' drunken debate about whose father would win in a fight is taken seriously by one of their fathers, and things go bad. Jobs are lost, relationships are ruined, futures destroyed, and middle-aged men are knocked out. In this coming-of-age story about two recent college grads spending a few weeks at home before they move to New York, the best friends come to grips with who their fathers really are as they start to see the world with adult eyes. Some critics have accused the film of having bad comedy. Others have regarded the film as forgettable. According to Rotten Tomatoes and RogerEbert.com, it was said that you'll forget you saw it before it's even over. That's a real tough review, and that solidifies that this movie is just truly one of the worst that there is. And that's our list of the top 10 worst Netflix movies. Let us know what some of the worst movies you have seen are down in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one. And also, think about becoming a member of our channel. That membership gives you a loyalty badge for your profile and allows input on our future video topics. The link to join is in the description below. We hope you enjoyed this list, and as always, thanks for watching.